apparently Dan Hooker left his gloves in the octagon after his last fight with Michael Chandler.
You got to see that. You didn't really get to see it on the as much in the post-fight interview and the end of the fight at 257, but you get to see it on the UFC releases the thrill and the agony, which is sometimes brutal to watch because fighters get really upset when they lose. They're very disappointed in themselves. You got to see a good sign of respect between Conor McGregor and his family, and
He dealt with that loss.
he dealt with it very well, and he talked to Dustin Poirier's wife, and they had a really nice, respectful moment. I thought that was a nice moment. It was weird to see from Conor, but with Dan Hooker, he seemed very annoyed, and he took off his gloves. And typically, you keep your gloves on, and you know, as you walk out, then you can take them off, right? A fighter, when they're gonna retire, which is what Khabib did, takes off the gloves, puts them in the octagon, and leaves the gloves in the octagon, which means I'm not putting the gloves back on again. They stay in the octagon where they belong, and I'm leaving. This is my time to exit the sport. Dan Hooker should not retire.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he's retiring, right? But people have speculated.
Yeah.
He's left it there. Dan Hooker obviously knows what that means. Is he perhaps being upset and just in the moment just going, oh, fuck this?
Yeah.
Or is he just taking them off because he's just upset?
Yeah.
You know, it's really weird because I don't think Dan Hooker's so good.
Dan was brilliant. Look, Dan took the fight on very late notice. I have more respect for Dan, especially when he was at the press conference when he said, there was fighters complaining they couldn't make weight. And he points out Charles Oliveira, mate, I got twigs like shorter than you, bigger than you.
He's got brooms bigger than that guy, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, and I can still make weight. And second of all, there is no excuse not to make weight because Paul Felder
did it in 3 days.
Did it in 3 days. Absolutely phenomenal. And so...
Not the smartest move.
Not the smartest move, but there's no excuse not to make weight. And like a fighter like Charles Oliveira is that good and should always be always ready. And there a lot of fighters like to talk about, anytime, any place, anywhere, I'll be ready. And Dan just put his hands up like, yep, let's do it.
Dan knew about it for like 8 weeks before the fight. You think you can't make weight 6 to 8 weeks before a fight? That's bullshit.
Yeah, that is bullshit. So Dan, look, if it's a little bit of again, it's all speculation from here on, but I don't think he should retire. I want him to retire because I love him.
His striking's beautiful to watch.
It's beautiful. It's just fucking. I love his style. His style is very bullying, very up in your face, very aggressive. He's very He's got incredibly long limbs for a lightweight. He's very tall for a lightweight as well. And
definitely.
Yeah, and so I don't know, mate. I can't really see him bumping up to any other weights. I think I can see him where he is. I can see him taking a little bit of time off the fight again because that war against Dustin Poirier was pretty full on. Maybe he fights again over some time.
It brings me to something that I really want to bring up.